I'm not tired.
Let's go.
Why do we leave?
I believe you've had enough.
I believe I have.
Good night.
Say hello. There are 300 of my people.
Harry K. Dalian.
Who?
He's a scientist, worked on the Manhattan Project at Los Alamos. He's only 26 years old. Accidentally irradiated himself while performing a critical mass experiment on 2 half-spheres of plutonium. Took him a month to die. While his body was slowly shutting down from radiation poisoning, you know what he did these last 30 days?
That was close.
It worked. He tried until his last breath to understand what had happened to him so that others could learn from the tragedy. So that his work, his death, can be rendered meaningless. Now, have you considered what would have happened if they just shut the project down after that?
This is different.
Is it? Colin's death is a pointless waste of life unless something comes of this, and I am not sure that I can. I think I know what happened.
Let's hear it.
No, can I come in?
No.
The ancients had it wrong. Our mistake was using their equations. Look, I just did the calculations again myself. I did them 3 times just to be sure, and I am positive the problem is in the automatic containment protocols.
Okay, what's your fix?
I'm proposing that we adjust the field strength manually,
You saw how fast it spiked on you.
so we don't operate the generator at anywhere near its potential. Look,
Critical
there's no need
hit.
to be greedy. Even operating at 50%, it'll still generate the power of a dozen ZPMs.
How come the ancients didn't figure this out?
Maybe they were caught up in the heat of battle. Or maybe they thought they needed as much power as they could get. Maybe they weren't smart enough.
And you are.
No, I didn't say that. But I have the benefit of hindsight. They didn't. Look, this is big. This is the wheel, the light bulb, the hot dog big.
Best case scenario.
I win a Nobel Prize.
Worst case scenario.
We tear a hole in the fabric of the universe, which is much less likely to happen than the Nobel Prize. I mean, look, the risks are nothing compared to the potential benefits. Elizabeth will listen to you. I have never asked this of you before, but I think I've earned it. Trust me.
I've already made this decision, John.
If Dr. McKay says he solved the problem, I don't see why we don't give another shot.
Isn't the Deadlist about ready to head back to Earth?
Yes, we are. But I think you should know the Pentagon has taken a very keen interest in this vacuum energy.
I'm sure they have, but the Pentagon doesn't make the decisions here.
Yeah, I may not have the power to overrule you on this, but when I get back to Earth, I'm going to be making the recommendation that Dr. McKay be allowed to continue his work to the highest authorities. Ultimately, Dr. Weir, this won't be up to you.
Can Rodney guarantee that the same thing won't happen?
Nobody can do that.
Then what's changed?
According to him, it's the ancients' calculations that were wrong, not his.
If McKay is that confident, I don't see why we don't...
Confidence is not something Dr. McKay is in any short supply of.
With good reason. If anyone can do this...
The ancients could not do this. I mean, that's what it keeps coming back to for me.
Isn't it possible that you have placed the ancients on such a high pedestal that you can't even consider the possibility that they may be wrong?
Why are we mincing words, Colonel? You want the weapon.
Enemy
Yes.
vehicle destroyed.
I do. A weapon that could effectively eliminate the Wraith threat is very attractive to me and to the people that I work for. I'm not hiding that fact. But there's more to it, isn't there? No more hunting for ZPMs. The shield, at full strength, faster, more powerful ships. How about a power source that can provide the energy needs for an entire planet? No more fossil fuels.
I get it. And if it worked as advertised, it would be wonderful. I'm trying to tell you, I know Rodney McKay, and there are times when I have to protect him from himself.
I can do that. Let me go back with him. Just him and me. You can activate the Stargate anytime you want to contact us.
He really sells you.
He asked me to trust him.
I appreciate your support, Colonel, but don't worry. I try to make it a habit not to make the same mistake twice.
That was a joke, right?
No. I offer you my personal assurance that a surge like the one that happened before is inconceivable.
I'm gonna run some power-up simulations first.
How about I carry out my plan and you keep the hot coffee coming? Said joking again, right? Oh, where were we?
Dr. Weir, I need to speak to you right away.
Okay.
What is it?
I finished going over the accident data. I think I know why the ancients abandoned this technology.
Colonel Shepard, this is Atlantis.
Go ahead.
Is Dr. McKay with you?
Of course I am, but we're a little busy getting ready to run a test here.
Actually, I would like you to delay the test firing.
Why?
We have reason to believe that the weapon's power source, it may not be controllable at any power level.
Radek?
Rodney?
Okay, we have been over this. I am doing this manually at half power. It's a cakewalk.
I don't think it matters how much cake you walk on. I've been doing calculations of my own, and I believe the very act of trying to contain vacuum energy from our own space-time creates an environment where the laws of physics seeks to apply.
What are you on about?
As power output increases, new and exotic particles are continuously created and destroyed inside the containment chamber, interacting with each other and with the field itself. Eventually, particles are created that cannot be predicted in this space-time, and they breach the containment field as hard radiation.
As long as I'm monitoring the energy output manually, I can stop that before it happens.
You cannot predict something that is inherently unpredictable.
Rodney?
I know what I'm doing.
Rodney, I am trying to tell you, as a friend, I have serious doubts.
Well, you're wrong. I'm sorry, but there it is. And to bring this up now when I'm just about to do this smacks of nothing but professional jealousy.
Fine. Kill yourself, just like the ancients did.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean by that?
I believe if